I'm gonna try to say this without, like the algorithm flagging my ass. So this lady caught herself getting involved with a guy in prison. Like it wasn't like she hooked up with him and then he went to prison. Homeboy was already in prison when she decided to get fucked in the bathroom and then get pregnant by a dude who's in prison for God knows what. And all I could think about is your standards that that gutter trash. Like your standards in men is so deep in the very pits of hell that even the devil himself is like, God damn. So you really don't have options, right? You settle for a dude who's already in jail. I don't know what's worse. The fact that you got fucked and dumped in the bathroom by a dude who's in jail, who don't want shit to do with you, and now you're pregnant, and he can't even take care of it. You couldn't even put him on child support because he's an inmate making slave wages. I don't know what's worse, her or the chick who slept with a disabled dude, a special ed dude with a micro wee, and then caught herself trying to be on, Al Gore's internet talking shit. And I'm going to have to echo the sentiments of my good mutual. So regular dudes didn't want you. You weren't pretty enough to pull a regular dude. So you pulled a special ed dude and then thought it was a flex to talk shit about him. You weren't good enough for a regular dude, so you had to settle for a special ed dude. So she wasn't good enough for a dude who's walking around free that doesn't have a criminal record, so she had to settle for an inmate. The inmate, in turn, played in her face after she got pregnant. Ladies, y'all prove every fucking day you have no standards, you have no morals, and y'all want to sit there and talk shit about the men? Gentlemen, I am so sorry for the pie comment. You do have standards. I apologize for the pie reference. Do you forgive me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You do have standards. You do have limits. Because when women gotta settle for getting with an inmate and getting fucked in the bathroom or getting with a special ed dude, you do have standards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
She was ovulating. Her hormones were all over the place. Women don't make good decisions during ovulation. This should be studied more. If she likes you, everything is free. If she doesn't like you, everything has a fee. Terms and conditions apply. Real men don't need instructions. We don't do that.
I have to be honest, my dating experiences recently are just leaving me really deflated. I feel like dating as a single mom who has their kids majority of the time is so hard. And I'm finding like for some people that's not enough. The time I've got free isn't enough for them, and I completely get that. And those people deserve to have their needs met. So if that's not enough, that's fine. And I am holding on to hope that in my head I'm like the right person that won't be an issue for. In my head I'm like the right person, like when the time comes it will just work, it will just happen, it will maneuver. Like I am pretty flexible, like daytimes I work for myself, and I guess I probably need someone who's relatively flexible in the daytimes as well. And I don't know, but it's just I feel like it's really frustrating when you get on with someone really well, and I don't know, even like the logistics of like distance and stuff, I don't feel like I'm ever meeting any local men who tick the boxes for me, and I'm finding that quite challenging. I'm trusting the universe that he is on his way, so universe, do its thing.
Most quality men don't want to date single mothers because you come with instant baggage, children from another relationship requiring time, money, and emotional energy. You're never available. Your time is limited by parenting responsibilities and custody schedules. There's always an X in a picture, creating ongoing drama, complications, and interference. Men have to potentially step into parental roles for kids that aren't theirs, with responsibility but no authority. Your resources are already stretched thin financially and emotionally, leaving less for a new relationship. If things get serious and you have kids together, yours will be treated differently than his. Dating childless women is simply easier and offers more benefits with fewer complications. Here's the accountability. You're a single mom because of choices you made. Poor partner selection, you chose to have kids with someone who's no longer in the picture. Lack of vetting, you didn't ensure stability before having children. Failed relationship, whether divorce or breakup, something didn't work. The consequences of those choices include making yourself significantly less attractive in the dating market. Dating is hard for single moms because men with options choose women without kids. That's rational self-interest, not discrimination. Here's what she needs to accept. Yes, dating is hard for you. You made it hard by becoming a single mother. Stop complaining and either accept that your dating pool is extremely limited, other single parents, older men, or men with few options. Dramatically lower your standards to match your decreased market value. Focus on your kids and accept that quality partnership might not be realistic anymore. Her situation is difficult, but it's the direct result of her choices. Own it instead of seeking sympathy.
Okay, car chats, because I feel like this is the only time that I have a second to just like get on here and chat, and I am loving my new community of moms here. So I want to know, my single moms, when it came the time to date, how did you do it? Like, I find myself, so my friend and I a while ago were like trying to make me a Hinge profile, and it's like, first, I'm not gonna have my son's pictures on it because you don't know what's kind of weird out there, but like, I don't have any photos of myself anymore, by myself, like post-pregnancy. And mind you, pre-pregnancy, I was like 124 pounds. I was ripped as could be. Now I have extra love and I'm not 124 pounds, plus I have chopped hair. And then it's like, okay, fine, I'll take new pictures. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll take a selfie or two. But then it's like, what about when they ask you, like, how are you? Oh, good. I'm good. I'm just here being a mom. I can't like not bring my child into the conversation. It's like, how was your day? Oh, good. My son, no. Like, how do you manage and like balance it? Because it's like, obviously I want to talk about my son, but I don't want that to be like my entire personality, or like I wanted people to know like there's more to me, even though it's really all there is right now. And also, like, I feel like I've lost all riz. Like, I don't know if it was like, I don't know. I just feel like I've lost my riz. I don't know if it's lack of sleep. I don't know if it's just lack of like thinking about myself anymore. But I just feel like I forgot how to talk to humans that are older than 9 months old. And then it's like, okay, so I'm going to take time out of being with my child to go on a date. Why? Like, that's weird. Like, I just feel weird. Like, you're not the father of my child. Like, I'm not going to talk about my child that much with you because it's weird, because he's not your child, and I feel like you don't get it. So it's like, when does it get easier? Like, when, and I'm not like dating right now or anything, but I'm just like, I've like talked to a few people here and there on dating apps, and it's just like, every time I do it, I'm like, this freaking sucks. Like, I hate being a single mom. I hate not having the father of my child with me. Like, it really freaking sucks. So I guess my question is, any advice? Does it get easier? How do you do it? Like, where do you find decent men who are willing to date a single mom who clearly has baggage? And I feel like everybody has baggage these days. Like, if they don't have baggage, I feel like there's something wrong. Like, everybody in their 30s has baggage, but it's like, how do you figure it out?
Dating as a single mom is not for the weak. Dating is so much different now, and adding the fact you don't look 21 anymore and you have children, it's hard. Date someone with a kid, maybe that's how you both can relate.
Do you go 50-50 on a date? For me, if I'm able to provide for myself and my baby and get ready and take all that time and effort to come meet a man, I expect him to either meet me there financially or be above me financially. And if I'm going on a date, I expect to be put in my feminine energy. And that is not gold digging. That is just having standards. And when a woman says, put me in my feminine energy, she means show me that you're intentional, show me you can lead, and show me that you value my time and effort before we meet. And here's what some men forget. When a woman feels safe and valued before she even meets you, that just sets the tone for the entire relationship. So if covering a woman's Uber or just simply making the process as seamless as possible for her is an issue, then we are just not aligned. Because at the end of the day, even if it doesn't work out, you can still leave saying, I made a woman feel respected today. I made a woman feel valued, and I made her feel safe. And you know what? That is going to come back to you tenfold. And if it does work out, when you make a woman feel happy, she will make you 10 times happier. This is exactly why I'm building my new dating app called Pledge. Women deserve to feel valued from the very beginning, and the men who are providers and protectors of this world get it. Oh, take this or leave this, but when a woman tells you exactly what she wants, listen, because it will only benefit you in the end.
So you don't think it's devaluing to have to put a deposit down for a date? Value works both ways. I think women should pay men for their time to prepare for the date as well. Time away from the job is a loss of value, and if she doesn't value your time, job, or effort, she's not aligned.
So, I just have a question. Where are the men? Genuinely asking, from a woman who is single in her 40s. I've done the dating apps. I've done it. I'm done with it. I'm done. But I've noticed the last couple of men that I've dated, gone on dates with, they want to be chased. They want to be courted. They want to be the woman. When did this happen? Why did this happen? When did this happen? Where are the men that actually want to be men and be gentlemen and be chivalrous and be respectful and want to do all the manly things? Where are you people? Honestly, where are you people? I don't understand this. It's like they are waiting for me to ask them out on a date. They're waiting for me to say, "Oh, are you available Friday night?" Hello. When did this happen? And I'm talking about middle-aged men here. I'm not talking about guys in their 20s. And honestly, maybe I should start dating younger people. I don't know. But I'm talking about middle-aged, over-the-hill, balding men. And there's nothing wrong with going bald, by the way. I'm just saying, like, you're past your prime. And yet you think you should be the one being chased. You know, I would like to be in my feminine energy and be soft and pink, but I can't do that if you are in your feminine energy all the time and you're being soft and pink. It doesn't work that way. I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I want to just not have to think. I want you to call me and say, "Hey, are you available Friday, 8 o'clock? I'll come pick you up." Great. What is going on in the world? I'm out here on Long Island. For those of you that don't know, it's in New York. Where are you people? Where are you masculine men? Where are you? I don't know. I just don't get it anymore. It's crazy. Anyway, that was my little rant. But genuinely asking, where are you people?
You guys told us we're toxic, and so we learned to live and not be just an ATM machine. We're living our best life. We hung out in your friend zones for decades and finally decided to stop waiting. Now we're on our own, enjoying life on our boat, riding our motorcycle, traveling, enjoying our savings, eating well, and smiling all the time. We get chased off by women who say, "I just want to meet someone normal," and when they do, get bored and miss drama.
Calling all men, especially if you agree with this comment, that you wouldn't want to be with a single mom, especially as a man with no kids. Okay, I would love to hear the reasons why. If you agree with this, if you agree with what he said, I would love to know what the fuck your deal is. So leave a comment, please explain. Don't just leave some bullshit. I need explanations of your reasons why. Like, it doesn't matter on the woman and her personality and like what she's got going on. Like, just, it's an automatic no if they have kids. Please tell me.
Because I have to pay for them, can't discipline them, always come last, get attached, and they go with you, dad's still in the picture, can get accused of touching them. They resent me being with their mom. She'll always take their side even when they're wrong. I have all the responsibility but no authority. They're a constant reminder of your ex. The kids will never appreciate me. Can't take vacations. Nothing but liability, money, and exposure to risk. And if you leave, all the money I spent on them is gone. Other than that, it's amazing.
Days ago, I matched with this guy on Bumble. In his profile, I noticed that he says, you know where it says like dating intentions, and normally it's like fun casual dates or like long-term relationship. This one in particular said long-term relationship / marriage. And I was like, whoa, like not a whole lot of men on here with those intentions, but okay, like period, love that for him. Matched with him, messaged a few times, and then I did the thing where I gave him my number and I was like, text me, you want to plan a date? He texts me, he doesn't plan a date. He instead asked for my Instagram. And I'm like, okay, weird, but okay. So I give him my Instagram. I used to be a little hesitant about giving out my Instagram because I know that guys are gonna then like notice that I'm like an influencer or whatever and then like get turned off. But I'm like, whatever, if he gets turned off by that, so be it. I don't care anymore. I give him my Instagram, he follows me, and then he messages me and he's like, ooh, like 11,000 followers, like intimidating. And I'm like, okay, like weird response. And we stopped texting that night, like that was it. Like it was really just like, what's your Instagram? Okay, cool, bye. Kind of talking, not really. And then I randomly FaceTimed him on New Year's Eve night. And I like was just like doing my thing where I randomly FaceTimed him. He was cool. We like had a good little chat. And then he even was like, after we hung up, he was like, you could give me a call back because I was with my friends. He was like, give me a call back when you're not with your friends, whatever. And he was like, do you want to go on a date Saturday? And I was like, sure, would love to. So we get back on the phone, we talk for a second, and then we stop talking. I'm under the assumption that we're going on a date, right? 2 days ago, I reached out, and I normally wouldn't do this, but we're going on the date on Saturday, right? And I'm like, if we're not going to go on the date, I kind of need to know, because if not, I want to babysit. Like, I would rather just babysit and make a little bit of money and hang out with kids than hang out with the loser. But so I messaged him, and I'm like, are we still going on the date on Saturday, or like, what's the vibe? And he was like, we're still going on the date. He was like, do you want to do drinks? And I was like, sure. And he was like, do you want to do buck edits in between us? And I was like, not really. Do you want to come to Roswell? And he's like, yeah, that works. And I was like, okay, perfect. So I'm under the assumption that we're going to get drinks tomorrow, Saturday, right? I get a text today. And he's like, how are you doing? I decided to do dry January. Do you want to do lunch tomorrow instead? And I'm like, I have lunch plans. Can't do lunch, but would love to do dinner if you can. And he doesn't respond. Literally takes like several hours to respond. So I kind of get the hint. And I'm like, obviously, buddy boy just doesn't want to go on the date. So I said, if you would like to cancel, or if you'd prefer to cancel, totally fine with me. And he's like, yeah, I'm leaving in a week to go to a state for 2 months, and I'm not looking to date anyways. Okay, so why did you have marriage and long-term relationship in your Bumble? So I laughed at the message and I said, LMFAO. And I'm probably gonna block him because what the hell?
He was hot. Women miss all red flags when he's hot.
Men will be like, I'm not paying for dinner. And I'm like, okay, I had Botox this week. That was $440. I had a session with my trainer. I pay her $330 a month. I got my nails done this morning. That was $150. And now my hair is another $250. I've spent over $1,000 maintaining my appearance this week. They can pay for dinner, ladies.
It is always so interesting to me that women will make this argument, and we've seen this time and time again, that this is the argument for women wanting men to pay for the date, and especially dinner dates, because those are more expensive. These are the type of women that say we want everything equal. Well, if I'm paying for this, then he should pay for that. But then these are the same women that will say that they don't care what a man thinks about how they look, that they get done up a certain way, they wear certain clothing because they like it. It is not for men. Okay, but do you see how those two things clash a little bit, ladies? Can we just admit that you do want men to find you attractive and then to pay for things for you because you feel like that's him putting effort in, and then that means that he likes you? Anyways, I just wanted to point that out.
She didn't do it for that man particularly, but for her and all the men she will date.
Leave men out.
But why? What is the point?
My nail tech is a woman. My doctor is a woman. My OB is a woman. My barista is a woman. The girl that tints my cars is a woman. The person I buy my cars from is a woman. You get the point. I do business with women. And if there is a man, I ask for a woman. Leave them out of the conversation. Leave them out of the business deal. Boycott men.
What's it like to be so obsessed with one group of people that they would actually go so far as to try to boycott them because they seem to think that women will do a better job at things? And someone's probably asking, what's their reasoning for this?
Because if it isn't clear, the reason America looks like what America looks like right now is because of men.
I would actually argue that it would be due to the uneducated masses, because let's be very clear, there are quite a lot of individuals that actually are under the impression that Europe is a country versus a continent. But continue.
We have a male problem. Be mean, be rude, carry pepper spray, a taser if you can, a bang if you can. Carry all of it because they don't understand the word no.
They don't, do they? Based on what? The actions of some? So therefore they're going to want to punish the entire group of people.
The reason they are so scared of a matriarchy is because of what they did to us with the patriarchy. They may play dumb, but they know exactly what they did to us.
I know that they're going to really dislike this little fact being thrown in their face, but most men, in fact, haven't done anything wrong towards women.
Uno reverse men, dog them out, be rude. I cannot stress this enough. Women deserve revenge.
Bear in mind, it's individuals that tend to think a lot like this that honestly think that they would do a better job themselves of running the world.
Cut them out of the conversation, cut them out of everything. Decenter them. Fuck them. What do I know?
I really don't think that someone would want me to answer that.
She's doing men a favor. We are happy with her decision. So if a man touches a woman, then everyone calls him a creep, but if a woman hits a man, it's fine?